Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here they are, the week number 1 numbers for my journey with Advanced Trucking. Alright, load number 1, picked it up in Indiana, went to Missouri, 242 miles, 44,000 pounds, $700. Thanks to Mr. Daniel for helping me get that one out of Indianapolis. Load number 2, Illinois to Louisiana, 656 miles, 42,000 pounds, $1,800. Load number 3, Louisiana to Kentucky, 857 miles, 43,640 pounds, $1,750. That's 1,755 pay miles, 129,640 pounds of freight, $4,250 gross. Before Advance takes their 15%, which is $637.50, which brings us down to $36,1250. Over here we have all of our variable expenses. Fuel, $423. Fuel, $460. DEF, $31. We had 2 scales in Illinois and Louisiana. That's $22. We had to go by Speedco in Illinois, and we did our inspection, got a lube job, and we got some air filter and a cabin filter for a total of $213.86. So that was $883 in fuel, 286 gallons. Total variable expenses was $1149.86. So we subtract the $1149.86 from the $36,1250, and that leaves us $2462.64. Now, our fixed cost, if y'all will remember, over at Schneider was about $800 a week. My fixed costs now are just a hair under $1,100 a week. We're just going to round it up to $1,100, and that's my fixed cost. That's truck note and my insurances and my trailer and everything. That brings us down to $1,362.64 for the bring home. That includes, that. So if it wouldn't have been for the inspection and filters and stuff that I did, we would be looking at $1,575 for the week or so. Now let's break it down. Total miles was 1,870. Pay miles was 1,755. So the deadhead was really low, 6%, 115 miles. Our fuel, we got 6.5 miles to the gallon. Our average pounds per load was 43,213. So that's a little on the heavy side per load. But when you do the math, we grossed, that's taking the 1870 and dividing it into the 4250. That brings us to $2.27 per mile. Now, when we want to get our net for the week, we take the 1870, which is all miles we ran, all miles, and we divide it into the 1362.64. That brings us to 72 cents. Rounded up because of the 73 cents per mile for the week. That's not too awful bad. That's a lot better than the numbers I was hitting at Schneider, and this is just week number 1. Keep in mind, Monday that week we were busy changing up everything, so Tuesday is when I actually got started, and this was my first week. I wasn't able to get a load really until Tuesday night, which I don't mind running nights anyway. So the week went really good for week number 1, and I'm gonna try to give y'all some numbers every week. I was gonna be doing them monthly, but this is pretty interesting to some folks, so we're gonna do numbers every week. I'm gonna show y'all something in just a second. We're gonna compare this to what I would have brought home at Schneider. Be back in just a minute. God bless. Here it is. This is as fair of a comparison as I can make. I've thought about it a lot, and I wasn't completely sure how to do this comparison, but this was the best way that I knew how to do so. Advanced Trucking versus Schneider. 1585 split. 3565 split. In Advanced, after everything was taken out, Our gross was $42.50, so I just gave Snyder a gross of $42.50. Okay? 15% out of that left me with $36.12.50. 35% out of that left me with $27.62.50. We took out our fixed cost. My fixed cost at Advance are a little bit higher because I am leasing a trailer. I'm paying a trailer payment. At Snyder, my fixed costs were about $800. Okay? They were lower there. So that brings me to a total of $25.12.50 for Advanced and $19.62.50 for Snyder. That is $550 more in 1 week working at Advanced than I would have made at Snyder. This is week number 1 numbers. This is my first week on the spot market working with Advanced Trucking. And I made that much more working with Advanced than I would have working at Snyder. Yes, I had to learn a lot of new things. Yes, I was worried at first because I was in a bad market, but I had a great assist to get out of there. And once I figured everything out, I'm slowly learning more and more each day. I noticed before I signed on that my fixed costs were going to be a little bit higher. I knew we were going to be using a different fuel card, but I'm going to tell you what, the fuel card we have, I'm glad we have it because we fill up at Petros and TAs. I don't have to fill up at the Pilot no more. You know why I don't want to fill up at the Pilot no more? Because there's so much controversy about their American flag flying. I really, if it's true, I do not want to be at a Pilot filling up my truck, paying so much money. We're talking, this week alone, I bought $800 worth of fuel, $883 worth of fuel. That's a lot of profit that I can take out of their pocket every week. Until I start seeing the flags flying at the Pilots. Because you know what? Over at the TA, over here at the TAs and the Petros, I pulled up the one in Jackson. What do they have in the front? Great big old American flag flying. Hey, it's not much to ask. We are Americans. We're making US dollars. We're driving these roads. We want to support our troops. We want to support this country. I want to thank you to the TAs and the Petros, and I want to thank you to the Advanced Trucking by getting us a fuel card where we fill up at the TA and Petro, where it's beneficial for me to fill up there, because I'm probably getting more for my fuel than I was a Pilot anyway. Through trip planning, I can hit the TAs and Petros and the other stops that are included, and I don't have to fool these people anymore. If they want the foreigner business, they can have the foreigner business. They ain't getting ours no more. They're not getting mine and my family's business no more. Just like what I heard on one of the channels today. They cut up their Pilot cards, their rewards cards, because they never plan on using it again. Americans should fly the American flag. If you don't love the country, leave it. And I'm going to cut it off right there. But that was the cold hard comparison that I had to lay out for you. God bless, and we'll catch you on the next ride.